riding Greece. So let's get this adventure moving. Greece. I'm on the largest island. Yes, Crete. But I'm feeling a little straggly and I need to get a haircut. What weary travelers always gotta do. So let's find someone. The most important thing a weary traveler on long term should do is get a haircut. What's your name?
George.
George. I'm here with George in Chania, in Crete. Beautiful place. And you're cleaning it up, man. Ah, what a beautiful day to be motorcycling on the beautiful island of Crete. That's right. Today is the day I'm going to go up and explore the Theriso Gorge. I'm going to then do some lunch. See, up in the gorge, at the end of this gorge, there's only one road in, and that same road I got to take out. So I get to ride that gorge twice today. Anyway, up at the end of that gorge where that road dead ends in the actual town of Theriso, they do lamb there the old way, slow roasted on the fire. And I've been thinking about it since my hotel sommelier told me about it yesterday. So I'm going. Yep, only one road in and one road out. Whatever happens up there, I'm riding back. Hey, one thing I noticed this morning as I took the cover off my bike is that the wind and Spakia, plus just the age of this darn cover, I've actually got my bike cover really compromised. There's lots of holes in it, and it's probably time to get a new one, but I've got a couple more months here in Europe, so before it gets totally shredded, I've got this I think it's like some Gorilla Tape or something, and I'm going to try to fix it later. But anyway, after lunch and that beautiful lamb, I'm going to go to an olive oil plantation, an olive oil factory. Crete is known for its most amazing olive oil. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And then, it's pretty hot out there, at least under the canopy of this trees in this gorge. It's cool, but once I'm out there in olive tree country, it's hot. So I've got a tip. I'm going to find a very remote beach. That's right. I'm going to go swimming in this beautiful Mediterranean here on the island of Crete. So this beach is out on a peninsula, and I'll tell you, it's about as rugged as this end of the road riding gets us. Anyway, then later back to Chania tonight for dinner, and maybe I can fix that cover. Anyway, let's ride this gorge. Enjoy. forget, if you're enjoying these videos, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. There's always some interesting stuff I'm sharing. Rambling, or sometimes sharing history, beautiful places, beautiful food. Anyway, you get the idea. Go ahead, hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. For now, we're going up to Theriso Gorge. I'm probably 45 minutes outside of Chania, but it's a total other world. In the mountains, it's cool, it's sleeping, there's nobody around here. Oh, there's a doggy. And I'm having lamb. Delicious. An amazing ride today up through the Theriso Gorge. I think I've got that right. Narrow, twisty road goes up to these really small villages. I'm in a small taverna right now. And, I'm told I don't normally like to eat a big lunch. I normally hardly ever eat a lunch. But here, you have to have the traditional, either the lamb that they roast, slow roast for like 6-8 hours. That you can't get till in the evening. This has been roasting in olive oil and herbs. They're giving me some potatoes here. Going to an olive oil plantation. Fresh squeezed orange juice. Turn around, back down, find a beach. This is what's going on this today. Bad motorbike and ride. I've got some beautiful scenery here. Coming it through this canyon. A couple things have happened that I didn't realize until today. And that is, one of my LED lights is out. The light bar got a little bent. And my headlight's out. And that had happened to me in Moldova. But I think this happened when the bike fell in Slovakia. They say the wind blew it over. I'm still not buying it. Gorge. I got a little more time on the island, then I'll go back to Athens and I'll have Alex, George, Demetrios all take good care of me. Okay, the glasses, of course. That's why I have to come up with a plan, which that plan seems to work. I gotta put my phone in here. I'll do that in a minute. I don't necessarily need directions quite yet. It gets kind of narrow, and there's several bridges we go over here in this Theriso Gorge, which is this Theriso Gorge road, takes you up to that little village where I had the amazing lamb, slow roasted and cooked in olive oil and spices. There's another one where they do it in a tomato kind of sauce, but they were out of that. They also they cook the lamb on the fire. There's like a circle fire around it, and they start with the fire small and slowly build it up till it gets hotter and hotter. And they can just tell just right when it's cooked to perfection with all the experience these guys have. Okay, there's the sign for Theriso Gorge. We're going into it right now. We gotta love gorges, and we've gotta love goats. Gorges and goats. Hey guys! Gorges and goats. It's about 6 miles to the end of this gorge. A little bit less actually, but 6 miles to the main road. More goats. You know, I didn't see lamb roaming around here, but I've seen a lot of goats, and I didn't see goat on the menu at the little taverna that I ate at. But boy, that food was good. I mean, I don't ever eat at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but I guess today that was just perfect. We're in the shade a little bit, but part of the gorge is still open and light, so I don't know whether this is... I mean, look at that. That's a stunning color, orange. Copper. More goats. Hey guys. Hi guys. The one guy had a bell. Yeah, we're in much dappled light here now. Certainly nice and cool. Really relaxing. And a respite from the heat of Chania. This one sheer face that we'll come up to in a minute. Now we're back with some of that nice lighting. That sheer face that I went by on the way up into this village. Was truly just dominating. Chania, but this is what we're doing. There's a river here, but it looks dried up. Season. Got some guys pulled over up here. What are they doing? Parts of this gorge that just drop off. Goats! Goats! I gotta love my goats in the gorge! A lot of loose rocks. Twists and turns through the Theriso Gorge. While you're riding, you get the dappled light of the mid-afternoon. Look at this. Is there like a little place right here?
So Theriso is an old town. They had a war memorial dating back to, you know, Ottoman times and before. Not World War I, not World War II. The last date on this monument was mid-1800s. Hey! What are you doing? Okay, I see the light. Oh, it's like a... Now there's still going to be all this sheer drop-offs up here. The road's really narrow. Well, there you have that. The gorge. We still have this winding around the river. These don't look like olive trees. The avocado? I was at a restaurant last night and they came up to me and handed me the menu, and you know, it was later, and told me certain things that they were out of, and one of them was guacamole. Guacamole, goats, gorges, and Greece. You don't think of guacamole when you think of Greece, but it's Chania. It's Old Town. You know, you got to mix it up a bit, I guess, for the tourists. A lot of tourists come back into our dappled light. Yeah, that's a great ride. It's a really great ride. It's perfect for a day like today, where the heat is melting the sidewalks of Chania. Here, the trees, shade, the serenity of Theriso and its lovely gorge.
Well, I can tell you one thing. These olive trees out here do love that heat, love that sun. So we're headed right now to Biolea. It's a olive oil factory and plantation. And we're going to learn a little bit about Crete and olive oil.
Biolea, that's where we're headed. Astrikas Estate. So as we climb, we're going to learn a little bit of olive oil. I think I'll fly the drone over some of these orchards. If you don't mind. Okay, look at those beautiful mountains. So here's Biolea. Let's go take a cruise. Climb. Oh wow, look at this. It's like a little gorge right over here. It's beautiful. As we wind our way through even more olive trees. Oh, here's a guy in a scooter. Yeah, he didn't look like he had any olive oil. Well, here we are. Stick it in the shade right here. What do you think of that? Wow, this is gorgeous up here. Look at this. Definitely fly the drone over here. Okay. We are at Biolea. Alright, let's shut her down. Alan Carl, WorldRider, checking in. I'm, an hour kind of southwest of Chania, where I've been staying the last night. I'm on an olive oil plantation, believe it or not. And olive orchards just surround me everywhere. They've got chickens, roosters, goats, a couple dogs. It's called Biolea Astrikas. I believe, if I pronounced that correctly. But it's in a stunning location along this gorge. And I'm looking out, I can see the north side of, the island of Crete here, and of course the Mediterranean Sea. And there's this nice rock formation that's kind of jutting out at the end of this gorge. And
nestled underneath that rock formation is a little village. So I took my drone out. This is Biolea, Astrikas Estate here on Crete. The family's been doing this for 6 generations. 6. The same land, same trees, 3,000 of them. That's right here. No irrigation, nothing. They let the roots of these trees go find the water themselves. It may sound harsh, but that's kind of the whole secret. Inside, there's a museum, a tasting room, and get this, a restaurant that builds the whole menu around olive oil. Not a side, just the main character. They still crush olives here with actual stone mills. One of like only 2 places left in Greece doing it that way. Cold press, no heat, no shortcuts. And that's really the difference between what you're pouring on your salad at home and what you call extra virgin. Because extra virgin is actually supposed to mean something. Extra virgin's not a marketing word, it's a number, under 0.8% acidity. First press, no chemicals touched it. Everything else on the shelf you see is just olive oil. This is the real thing. And now, look at this. I'm sending my drone out over the gorge, 3 miles almost out to that. See it down in the distance? That rock? There's a whole village up there sitting right on top of it. It's called Rokka. Been there since, it's been there since the Byzantine times. There's a fortress up there and an ancient acropolis under it. And once a year, under the August full moon, they turn this into a stage, a full symphony orchestra out there in the middle of nowhere, echoing those instruments off that gorge. 30 people live there full time. That's right, 30. And once a year, the whole world kind of finds their way back to them. That's Crete for you. 3,000 olive trees on one side and a 3,000-year-old rock with an orchestra on the other. This is Crete. Join me. Flew it over just down the gorge all around. It was beautiful conditions, a little windy, so it allowed me to go. That's about 3 miles, the guy told me. So I flew it nearly 3 miles over there to that village and then along this gorge. But let me give you a view of what's going on here. It's pretty cool. We're sitting underneath this old olive tree. I don't know if you can hear me with all the cicadas, but it's absolutely a stunning location. From Crete, Alan Carl WorldRider, checking in. Let's go to the beach.
So I believe once I don't know if I'll be taking the same road when I leave this beach. What does the GPS say? I've got 1.9 miles, 7 minutes. Does it feel like I'm 7 minutes from a beach? A son of a beach. I don't know. I may be going somewhere accidentally instead of where I thought I was going. There are no guardrails. It just tumbles down into what? Another olive tree orchard. She's telling me in a half a mile I got a bare left. Alright, rolling into another little village. Let's back her down. Whenever I come rolling through, I know my pipe is a little loud. It's a motorcycle. A lot of people around here have motorcycles. It's very common transportation, but I'm definitely more astounding because of the flags, panniers, spacesuit. What's this guy doing? Pretty wild. Wow. Okay, so this is my right. there's the sign. Looks like it's Paradise 2 Beach. That's where we're going. Now I see why nobody comes here. I think this is the only way in and out. Okay, half a mile. It was a journey to get here. Wow, look at this. This is pretty stunning. Stunning location. I don't think a bus could make it into this, down these roads. Little gorge right here. Look at this. Ah, there you go. Look at that. See the beach. And there's a little yellow boat moored right out there. Wow. So let's see where there's parking down there. Okay, let's figure out where we can go. Should I park in front of that? Yeah, I've arrived already. So let's see what I'm gonna do so I can get out of here easily. Looks pretty dodgy. I think I'm just gonna go right here. Okay. We've arrived. All right, let's shut the technology down.
Welcome to Afrata Beach, and it is hot. Let's swim.
Well, greetings from Afrata Beach here in, we're south, I guess we're actually west of Chania and a little bit of south on this peninsula. Quite a ride here through, dozens of little tiny villages, narrow, twisty roads, hardly any cars. It took me about an hour from the olive oil plantation that I spent the afternoon at, tasting olive oil and learning about organic, sustainable methods of making olive oil. And I had this on my list. Somebody said, you should go there. It's not a very popular place among tourists. The locals know about it, but you should come check it out. That's what they told me. I mean, look at it. Look at the stunning. Look at behind me. And I mean, it's absolutely crazy. I know if I turn this way, you don't get to see, but there is a gorge that I winded my way down on the bike to get to this beach. And boom, I mean, and up until the last 60, 120 seconds, minute or two, I didn't think, where the hell is there a beach around here? I thought maybe I punched in something wrong on my GPS, but no, here we are. We're in the water, and we're vlogging from Afrata Beach here in Crete. That's right, we're in Crete still. We're going to be here a while.
Okay, man, we are leaving Afrata Beach. This tiny little gem I found here on this little peninsula. It's about as far out on the peninsula you can go by road. I imagine there's probably other beaches accessible by boat, but we're on a motorcycle. Okay, it says about 50 minutes going up this wacky road again. Kind of see a grid across, that's where we're headed. It's only 21 miles, but a good 7 to 10 of those miles are going to be winding out of this little kind of gorge or whatever we are in, this beach area. Where's my glasses? Okay, hold on. I think I'm going to turn around. Fuck. I think I left my glasses down there. This is going to be a crazy navigation.
I set him on the back of the bike while I was gearing up. Maybe we should look over here where I parked. I just can't believe it. What a bonehead move. Let's see. Parked in the shade over there, or at least I tried to. Yeah. What's that? Oh.
Fuck.
Just great. Look at this. Fuck. Alright. Looks like I'm gonna need a new pair. Let's get back to Chania.
Well, they're destroyed. Christ.
Well, at least this is kind of a fun ride out of this beach area, through the gorge, and onward. Yeah. Let's just make sure we don't make any wrong turns.
Alright, that was a little bit of a fire drill. I fucked up my glasses. My brand new Oakley sunglasses. I don't know if they're totally scratched or if they can be fixed. It looks like I got both of the temples. It looks like the screws are not there, but I mean, did the whole attachment to the temples break? And what kind of product? Yeah, the first day I used those things. Anyway, we're now winding our way from Afrata Beach into Afrata Village. It looks like we've got 50 minutes. And 21 miles to get back to the hotel.
Now, along with my broken, busted up sunglasses, I've got to fix my motorcycle cover with all the holes after that drop. The wind blew it, they said. Anyway, I'm going to fix that when I get back to the hotel.
Okay, so pretty spectacular little canyon we kind of wind down to get to this beach. And we are in this little tiny village of Afrata, which has 2 restaurants. Uh-oh, wrong way.
Looks like I'm gonna have to turn around. It's the only problem with these narrow roads. They're a little bit tough. Let's just pull over here. There's a little space. No reverse on this thing. no, there's a cat. I love cats.
Kitty, kitty, kitty! Okay. Back on route. The trials and tribulations of solo motorcycle travel. You know, I met these folks from Denmark. Look at these buzzos. Oh my God. Hey, hey! I met these guys from Denmark, and you know, conversation gets going, and I get out of my, what do you call it, rhythm, and you know, I put my glasses down, probably set them on the back, and you know, by the time I'm done, I fucked up my glasses. Here we are, making our way back. Look at that's beautiful down there. So you can see we're on the peninsula, other side, which is, I don't know if you can get to, but yeah. There's a dirt road. Maybe this road takes you up there. It's a marina up there. Okay, so there is a way. Anyway, I'm sad about the Oakleys. I'm sure there's an optician in town. I'll look at them closer. I something must have broke. I mean, it's strange that both of the temples are off. Through olive oil heaven, olive tree heaven again.
Okay, now for the glamorous part of solo riding the world on a motorcycle. This is my Aerostitch motorcycle cover. It's made out of a very lightweight parachute-like material. Its primary purpose for me is to cover my motorcycle when I park it. It's not to protect it from the elements. No, it's to give me a security blanket. Because when you can't see the motorcycle, you're not as interested in what's in the motorcycle. So covering it keeps it away from prying hands. And it packs down into a little bit of a cube. And back in the day when I was in Africa or in South America, I would use that sometimes as a pillow. That's right. Multi-use, this motorcycle cover. But now, after all years of use, the UV rays, the sun, just sitting in the heat of the back of my top case, it's seen better days. And when I was down by the Libyan Sea a few days ago in Slovakia, the motorcycle fell. Well, actually, I think somebody backed into it. They tell me the wind blew it over, but no, I had it secure. Anyway, I've got a lot of holes in it, so I use this Gorilla Tape. It's a bit of a pain to get the adhesive off of it, but as you can see, once you do, you find the hole and you smooth out the cover and just stick it right here like this. And it's a time-consuming process, and I don't have enough tape to cover every one of my holes. So I look for the big ones, and we try to make the best we can. To tell you the truth, this is actually the second cover I've had over the years of riding the world. You can't buy this in Europe, so I've got to repair it. When I get back to the States, you can be sure I'll be calling up Aerostitch and ordering another one. It was such a wonderful ride today, going to the gorge, having that lamb lunch. Yeah, look at these holes. Okay, I think I should get this one over here. Anyway, wonderful ride. loving Crete. See you on the next one. Make sure you subscribe and click the notifications. I love sharing these stories with you.